Sorry, hello, bonus stream today, bonus stream. We're gonna make some more improvements to the TTS today. It's gonna be a bit of a lock-in coding day, I think.
You woke me up for my nap.
Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, the system is actually so good already. All right, guys. Quick story before we start coding some new stuff for the TTS. I'll answer all your questions actually as well on how things are working, but I'm pretty excited with this new system. I think we can get it locked down in a week. By the way, last night I decided to delete Twitter off my phone because I thought, hey, you know, it's the month of January 2026. I'd like to lock in on a few projects. You know, improving the TTS system is one. Having a lot of fun coding it. I want to learn some other stuff on the side, you know, for work and just for personal enrichment and things like that. So I'm like, I'm just going to delete Twitter off my phone because my thought was, would I trade 1 month without Twitter on my phone? It's just, I can still access it on my computer, right? Just like, would you trade 1 month of Twitter on your phone for extra time to start the year off right? Learning stuff, cleaning things up, etc. So I'm like, all right, this is probably good for me. I'm going to do it. About 5 to 6 hours later, the United States invades Venezuela. And I must say, it's not good, but I've been very offline through most of it. So I think in my personal universe, we netted out okay. In the grand scheme of the world, though, not good. Yeah, blame Twitter. Yeah, me being on Twitter was the only thing holding them back. So that was a really funny moment, I guess. I have no other things to say besides that. They're calling it the Don Rowe Doctrine. Don't... I've already tapped in and I'm tapping out. I've already tapped in. I've done my line of... Basically, I've done my line of drugs for the day, which is getting tapped into the news and the stories and everything. And now I'm ready to tap out. I know he said it! I know! I can't get into it. I can't. Okay, you guys have a lot of ideas for TTS characters. Today. I have a lot of ideas to improve the TTS system. And so I think I'm going to stream for about 2 hours, possibly an hour and a half. It'll be a quick stream and then we're going to raid out. But during this time, you guys can help me test. I'm going to try to keep the TTS mostly free during this time. I mean, if you use bits or if I select your message, it'll still show up. But we're still in kind of the beta testing phase. And so I'm going to... I should change the title. We're gonna mess around with it. New coding, new TTS system. Let them cook. Yep. Okay, so here's my desktop. So I have a system right now where I can use channel points, as you saw at the beginning of this stream, to trigger TTS. I can also click your messages through StreamerBot. I want to click one that's not really political right now. Like this.
GladOS people.
So I can select the ones one by one. Let me see if I can find another one.
Shin, I was thinking, what if you did a drunken sailor?
See, that's a good one.
The latest vid was so cool to watch. Shin, sure was cool to see how my nerd grandpa would have watched his favorite streamers.
Perfect.
Can I be Guy?
You can be Guy.
Shin, can we have a couple female voices in there?
Yes, that is the plan today, is to add a couple female voices for the system today. Honestly, this has been a great series of streams to start out the year, because I'm not going to be doing this for like the entire month, but I think about a week and a half of working on the system on stream is going to make it be a very, very unique thing. I was reading up on some other things I could add, like a leaderboard on the funniest TTS and kind of tracking who your favorite avatars are. So it's shaken out to be, I think, a pretty fun project, to be honest. Will this replace current TTS or coexist? In the long run, it will probably replace it, but the system will work exactly the same. So the current it will work like the current TTS, which is what you see in the YouTube videos. We'll still have that, but then this is going to like open up the possibilities a lot more. And the way I'm coding it right now will let me use it in more things quicker and hopefully have more interesting voices and a lot more ideas. Let me get your questions.
Shin, can you add some of the Microsoft voices to this TTS system? Like the ones you used for normal Peepo, baby Peepo, and fish.
Yes, I can. Probably not today, but they will come back.
So the TTS will randomly trigger, or will it also be redeems?
Trying to think about that. It will not randomly trigger, no. So there will be like 3 different modes in which TTS can trigger. One will be free talk, so it's like everyone gets TTS. The other one will be through channel points, so like you have to spend points to use them and you have a limited amount. And then there will be another one that is, I mean, the bits one will be forever, which is like you can just pay to use bits and then it will use the TTS.
Shin, we need an animal to sacrifice. I welcome our new TTS overlords.
I think I want to do a lot of different systems, which makes it a little confusing. And that's what I want to work out today. So I have an idea around the channel point one. Oh, that's Twitter. Let's see. No, I don't want Twitter. I want this. I want this guy. So you know how with channel point rewards, you know, there's like a, why does it look like that on the inside? With channel point rewards, you have something like this button here, and it just says like TTS. So one version could be like I make one button for each character. Right? Instead of just one button and you select each different character, there's one button that you can use for each character. So you use one for the grandpa, one for the nerd, one for the cultist, and then one for like the shonen character. So I think that's the easiest way to do it. But the way I want to do it is like, I guess this is hard to explain, right? Because the way that Twitch lets me use channel points is I can limit per person, you only, let's say, have 5 uses of each, right? So like if you use 5 grandpas and if you use 5 grandpas and 5 nerds, you still have like 10 more to use on the other voices. But what if you want to use 20 grandpas, right? What if you want to like combine all these and just use 20 grandpas? That's kind of the system I'm trying to work out right now. I guess that's this version, which is like they just group into one, which is probably fine. Maybe the singular button is better. The reason for splitting it out is like it's easier to figure out. It's easier to figure out, and then like there's a way that I can code on my end to like give you guys your own tokens to use for TTS, but maybe this is all too complicated. As I'm explaining it to you all, and I was thinking about all of this yesterday, and now I'm explaining it to you all now, it just sounds too complicated. Okay, maybe we just scrap this whole token system. Never mind. I'll think about that later. The thing I want to figure out now is actually a trigger to turn on free talk and to turn on free talk. All right, so I'm gonna do that now. Bits chat click. Wait a second. Turn that off. Okay. And then so we're gonna take this. Okay, this will be triggered by chat.
Maybe a channel point reward to enable free talk for 1 minute.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mel.
Shane killed the previous peepos that served him faithfully. They're eternally damned to the basement.
Okay, so I'm gonna have this toggle TTS free chat. So I'm gonna have a way to take my actions. Sorry, I'm gonna go to core, actions, set action state, free chat, select, toggle. Okay. And now if I go to, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on my stream deck. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. This is Metal Gear for some reason. Okay. Copy this. Go find the free talk button. Toggle free chat. Toggle free chat. Toggle free TTS. And if I press that, does that work? Okay, that is working, but there's no like signal that it's working here.
We need tariffs on TTS characters, Shin. Test.
Okay, now it's off. So this is hard to know if free chat is enabled or not, but that's good. Yeah, I turned it off immediately. Okay, so I want to keep that. And there's another thing I want to do. Like, let me write the to-do list here, because I wrote a to-do list before the stream, but I'm going to do a new one. Okay. Free chat, stream deck toggle, done. Then, blocking toggle. Can control queue speed. This is what I want to do next. So I want to have one where I can control you coming in and out. How am I going to do that? So action, pause, resume, pause. Okay, so we're going to add a new button. Toggle, actually, TTS queue blocking. Toggle, blocking on. This is going to be queue, set queue, blocking state. Actually, never mind. It's pause. Queue, pause. So what is this? What does this do? Okay, free talk on. Test. Free talk is, it just uses anything in chat.
Test. I like Ike. What if we have the TTS guys appear as an overlay? Test. Test. Shindigs Hyper Squad.
Okay, and then let's try this. So that blocks it. What the fuck is this doing? Oh, this is on all. I just want this on the group. Okay, so this is weird. Hold on. So actions, group TTS pause. Resume. Pause. Okay. Oh, but free chat is off. Okay, free chat on. And now this queue should be counting up. So this should be like queuing up all it should be queuing up all your messages right now. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all my messages. Because it's paused and blocking. And if I unpause it really quick.
One.
Okay, there we go.
Der. 3. 4. 5. 56. Testicles. 26. I would still like a way to choose my default peepo, channel point, or chat commands. Poggies. Rate 6.
Okay, great. So that lets me... So what you're not seeing is I'm controlling when they show up, which is great. But now I want this blocking. Duplicate blocking off. So I'm going to change this to resume. And this button we're going to change to blocking on. Actually, is there like a button I can do? Multi-action? So like a toggle action? Filter toggle. No, is this just like a Stream Deck? Isn't a multi-action? Multi-action switch. I think it's this, right? So unpause. Copy. Oops. Okay, I can't rename this for some reason. Okay, blocking on. Copy. Blocking off. TTS block toggle. This is not... There we go.
Do. Fit. We need a command to say who can be used, your search towers, what type of chat it is.
Got to disbelieve it.
Fent? 1-3.
All hail Shindigs.
Oh, wait, lets me toggle on and off.
Lul. Uh-huh. Lol. A chant. A chant. Warrior. Did he just say pink? I have a good meal of drug. Searching what to... No! I love lesbians. Vindication. Scream. Fuck.
Wait, turn this on. All right, now it is blocking your TTS until I allow it.
Hi.
Hello. And then I can just reply to you.
Oh! Kirby's epic yarn. It gets so far behind so fast with this queue system.
Okay, so let me see if I can add another... Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do the queue system for everything, but I want to have the option. Clear action queue. Okay, so clear queue, group TTS. TTS queue, clear. Right, so I want to have a button that just clears it, which could be risky. So it's going to completely clear everything. Okay, so it should be up to date now. TTS block off.
Where's Miku? What if you have to specify a character to enter the queue? Rip all the yaoi? Hi, chat. More yaoi.
Wait a second. Block off.
I'm just trying to watch my news, but there's this lizard who talks about insurance, and now I'm deeply in love thinking about geekoi.
Okay, and now free talk is off. So I should have a notification for when free talk is on and free talk is off. But, okay, so now it's very clear. Not very clear. Now I can toggle whether to give you TTS for like just an unlimited amount of time or not. Someone had a good idea of like you have to specify your character in order to go into the TTS. That's actually not a bad idea because then it forces you to pick a character and then you like write with intent like who you want to be. I would have to change the code for that. Right, because I guess in some way you don't want it always to be read out with TTS. And so if I go here, the character manager, if... Okay, so I would just comment this part out, because I would just say return true, which is going to exit from the entire thing. It's going to just exit from the entire flow and not play any TTS. So if I test it here... Alright, so these are not playing, but this will play... Uh-oh. I may have broke something. Oh. Missing a semicolon. Okay, so this is not working. Okay, so clicking a normal redeem will not work.
I hear.
But clicking someone who specified a character will work. Okay, now you have to specify a character. I need to add that to this thing. Done. Done. Added. Add. Must specify character. Specify character to TTS. Done. Keep channel point redeem. Keep channel point redeem. Keep channel point redeem singular. Okay. All right. So simplify script from adding new characters. I've actually this is done. I did this offline. Button turn free talk on and off. Okay, this is we don't need these. Channel to turn on and off channel point usage. This is done, but let's do the channel point one. So update redemption status. Oops, no. Rewards, configure rewards. Not configured. Oh, okay. This is just. Oh shit! That's so cool. That lets me mass enable or disable rewards. Okay, TTS channel point enable, and then TTS channel point disable. Group. Okay, that group. So if I enable this, okay, so the TTS works there. The TTS channel point reward now shows up here if I activate that. Cool. Toggle TTS retalk. I wish there was a way to do like a switch action here. Hotkey switch, no. Action switch? Is it action switch? What is action switch? Oh shit. Okay, so let's try this. So action switch is action TTS channel point. Let's say channel point disable. And this one is TTS channel point enable. All right, so how does this look here?
My back hurts.
Okay.
I love donuts and drinking some nice cold water.
Wait, they're both enabled. Wait a second. Action. Oh, toggle on action. Oh my god, this is okay. That's toggle on action. I'm so confused.
Thank you, Shin, for these early streams. It's been nice to interact with the community.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm definitely weekend mode right now because I'm a little...
Is this a JoJo reference?
I'm a little fried, I just realized. Okay, channel points. This is taking up all my coding. This coding is taking up all my brain power. Channel points enable. Okay, let's try this. This will enable the channel point. And this will disable it.
Are you winning, son?
So I assume you guys are using the channel point now. So that's the multi-action too. Okay, so did that disable it? No? Does this disable it? No? Bro, this is so confusing.
Bazinga. Shin, do I really need to help chat look for their body pillow? I think on the left side is just the image for the Steam Deck, Shin.
No, they're two separate actions. So this one disables. Oh, and this one enables. Oh, maybe the... You know what? It's because the disabled one does not... The disabled one actually doesn't disable anything. It only enables it. Oh my god.
Hello, can I speak to you about our Lord and Savior, the Moon?
There we go. Okay, so I've enabled it and then I've disabled it. All right. All right, so this is enabled, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna call this TTS channel.
Fenta K. Neal.
Off. Create new icon. Now let's make the scuffed icon. TTS block on and TTS block off.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And the rats made me crazy.
Shindigs is a coder, and thus has the power to delete things. This makes him Outerversal Plus, and he can solo Gokus.
Remember, 9 out 10 Joels recommend Shindigs.
Have you considered joining a cult? We have great benefits, like tax cuts and free dental care. We have gathered here today to talk about our Dark Lord. Geico, did you know, can get affordable car insurance from a gecko?
Awesome. So my Stream Deck can now control if the channel point is available or if the channel point is not available. I actually want to copy this and use this for free talk. So hold on, delete this. Excuse me. Actually, the free talk toggle, I only need this switch, action switch. So like action switch, action, toggle on, action, toggle off. So let's say toggle on. Thank you. Toggle on StreamerBot, TTS free talk. TTS free chat. Okay, let's see what this does. So turn that on. Okay, on. Toggle off action. Off. Toggle on. This toggles on action. I have a feeling this is a very powerful way to manipulate StreamerBot. I just don't understand it yet. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this, paste, and call this TTS free talk. Copy this, paste, TTS blocking off. Wait a second. Dude, this shit is so confusing. Okay, I give up. I'm not gonna lie, the Stream Deck is really convenient for so many things, but it's really confusing sometimes on like how the flow happens. It's like you're gonna spend a lot of time setting things up once, and after it gets set up once, it's fine. But even then, it's confusing as fuck. So TTS block on. Yeah, this is the action I did. TTS point enable. Hold on, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try this again. Copy. Oh! I'm dumb. This is something where I need to like, I actually need this to be, I need these two buttons to be broken out. Because it's important, I know, but the state is. This, I can keep like this. I can keep the free talk on as is. Oh, okay. Okay, it's TTS free chat is not working now. Oh, because you have to specify.
Test.
You have to specify the sorry.
Test!
Oh,
I will not post unhinged garbage in the TTS today.
Brain blast it. That's cool, did you? Now that the Nissan GTR turns so violently, its rims had to be reinforced to not let the wheels come off. Actually, Shindigs shot the one doctor that didn't recommend Colgate.
Hee hee hoo!
do I run the custom strips through StreamerBot? I do. That's what I'm doing right now. Sorry guys, I'm like, I thought I was in the flow earlier, but I'm a little kind of fucking fried from this already, and I don't know why. A multi-action. What if I just did multi-action? Hold on. Twitch, chat. Multi. Switch. Toggle. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to add a chat message to this. I actually want to remove this toggle TTS free chat. I want to set this to enable. Chat message, Twitch chat, send chat message to channel. I want to say TTS enabled for, please specify. Okay, and then here free TTS disabled for chat. Okay. And this will disable. And then here I will rename this. So free chat enabled. Actually, this is free chat disabled. Copy this. TTS channel points enabled. Oops, this is disabled. enabled. This toggle will be... Did I do this one right? This is the TTS block on. Okay, that's channel points. Let's move this here. And this will be chat, the TTS chat enabled. No, this is chat enable, and this is chat disable. Okay, so let's try this. Dude, you see this? Okay, this is like just a small, like, this is one of those things with Elgato that, like, I love the stuff they make. I love buttons, I love dials and switches. But, like, look at this text box, brother. Look at this. Like, how am I supposed to label my shit? How do I label my shit? How am I supposed to label my shit? I'm a sad boy when my shit goes unlabeled. See, and it's like not, oh God, it's, oh, what the fuck is happening here, brother? Okay, I can adjust the text, there we go. If I make the text really fucking small, it's readable. Icons, set from file? No. Create new icon? No. I want a blank icon. Okay, open the icon library. I just want a... Can I just do blank? Can I just do blank? Okay, are these switches? Like, what's the deal here? Legacy icons. So if I do that... Is that on? Did I just fuck the iconography here? Okay, the on button is gonna be different. Where do I find the power button that I just chose? Why doesn't it default to the on power button? Is there no on power button? Okay, I reset to default. And I can't read that, so the font. Oh my god. Okay. So
Please, Shindigs, I need this. Over. Free.
okay, and then let's try channel points. I am crashing out. I am crashing out. Oh fuck. TTS enabled. I'll answer your questions in a bit. Okay, I'm done. I did not imagine today would be so tilting for working with StreamerBot and Elgato Stream Deck. Okay, let's catch up with chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's learn to fucking talk. What is wrong with me? Let's learn to fucking talk. I'm yelling at myself. Kexlish, thank you for subscribing. Oh my god. Let's learn to fucking talk. Let me answer your questions, and let's keep the good vibes going. Let's keep the good vibes going, all right? Would it help to try switching to an easier task temporarily? That was the easy task. That's the annoying thing, is that shouldn't have been so hard. You can ask a question. Yes, the Mockingjay. You may ask a question. Hello, Wimpy. I actually crash out so much when I use the Stream Deck. I love it, but I also don't like it. What's my favorite language to code in? I don't have one. But right now I'm using C#. I'm learning C#. It's kind of cool. In StreamerBot. And I might pick up some Lua in January. When I care for Grimmy, what game was she playing? I want to see her POV, but I can't find the VOD. I want to cross-reference it. Archibald, if you search Archibald on YouTube, he's one of the mods on the channel. He makes highlights for the channel as well. If you search Archibald Christmas Carol, I think he put a compilation that might have Grimmy's POV. And I don't remember what she was playing. She might have been playing I'm Not Human, but the highlight video might be better. Lua makes me feel index starting at 1. I did watch a video exactly about that today. Metal Gear Radio TTS. That's for the future, but it's on the deck for sure. Anything particular kind of Lua or learning something new? I want to try out the Love 2D engine. So this year, it's my goal to learn Godot, but I took on an extra side quest where I kind of want to learn Love 2D. It looks like a really, really simple game engine. It's one of those things where it can start very simple. It's one of those things where you have to do a lot yourself with coding, but from there you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want it. Where Godot, there's all this UI you have to work around. There's all this extra stuff you may or may not have to learn. And it's good once you learn all of it, but it's hard, in my opinion, to get started with something simple. Like, if I just want to show a picture of a guy and you click the guy and you earn points, I could do that in Love 2D, I feel, quicker than I could do Godot, unless I learn something, unless I learn Godot a bit better. You don't realize I don't know anything about Lua except it does things in Gmod. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't think there's like anything about Lua that makes it great for I don't think there's anything about Lua that makes it great for it's just like a simple to read language, right? I'm sure there's like a technical property about it that makes it great for like scripting in OBS.
I'm realizing I don't know anything about Lua except that it does things in Gmod.
What the fuck? How did that happen? Oh, I clicked something where that happened. Dude, the TTS is so confusing to me today. Holy shit. I'm so confused. Lua's cool. I'll just leave it there. Lua's cool. I like it. But yeah, it starts the index at 1, which is funny. Will I ever use old voices? Yes. Will we continue mostly using the free TTS or different TTS method? I'm going to mix it up. I think I want to have a free method. I want to have a paid method. I want to have ways where, like, my dream scenario is that when someone gifts like 5 subs or something, I turn on free TTS for everybody because like the 5 subs help pay for the TTS, right? The 5 subs help pay for like a portion of the TTS because like each TTS message costs, the expressive one costs a little bit of money to process each time, which is fine. It's like I'm happy to make that happen. But I think it'd be a cool system where other people can kind of like sponsor the TTS or like, do TTS socialism. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Enable or disabled? TTS points enabled. Yeah, it is possible to do a bankrupt speed run here. The hard part around all these systems is communicating which one is active for you guys. So like, I could have a little thing on the screen that says like channel point TTS on. I could do that. Yeah, there are a lot of different things I could do, I guess. I'm saying our TTS could be sponsored by Geico Car Insurance. Yeah, if Geico wants to shell out, I would be happy to do that. Okay, let's get to our list of shit. Our list of shit. Okay, done. Honestly, this took way longer than it should have because of the Stream Deck software. Maybe it's a skill issue because like every streamer in the universe uses a Stream Deck, but I'm sticking to my guns. The software is a lot to mangle. Add start. Okay, we did this. Q function. So here we are. Add new characters. Women. Artist list for extra usage. Experiment with channel point usage. I think I'm gonna hide that for now. I'll put that, actually not hide it, but token ideation, and this is like that. Add new characters. Women. Minigame for TTS. Okay, so let's get to the fun part. Let's add new characters. Artist list. I want to do this, but I don't know if we can get to it super fast. Let's add new characters. So we need new characters for we need women voices and we need new characters. Let me pull down some stuff. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, I realized there's gonna be a bug. So for bits, I need a way for it to still trigger. So, because otherwise if you use bits and you don't specify the character, then that's gonna be bad news. So if message length, okay, +1, and then so if cph.try get arg still play TTS. Okay, out int okay. Play TTS, I guess. Terrible name for a variable. Okay, so if it's 1, if play TTS equals true, then TTS character equals grandpa. Autoplay for bits. Else bracket return true. Okay. So now if you use bits, even though you don't specify a character, it will still play a TTS character, I think. There's still stuff I need to add with bits here, but oh, you know what? Is bits TTS? Is bits Okay. Is this bit's TTS? Is bits equals true? Oh, is equals 1. Okay, if this equals 1. Oh, the random. Okay, that's fine. We Gucci. Oh, there was just an ad break, right? Or there's an ad break going on? My bad. I want to take a quick stretch break and then I'll be back, continuing to code. Okay, I'm still tilted, but let's create some characters. All right, so let's do a new character here. Actually, how is this gonna work? Studio. We got a new special character, Axolotl. Oh, fuck. When I disable TTS, I'll stay with the queue. Yeah, I mean, that's the... Unfortunately, I think that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen at this point. Okay, so we have Axolotl created by chatter Bethy Lee in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just call him Axo. And what is Axo's voice gonna be? Where's the old fish and old toad? Fish is gonna come. Fish is gonna come. Let's see. Axel's voice. Duplicate. Well, maybe not Axo, but we need like a personality for them. French.
This is a test message.
This is a test message.
This is a test message.
High pitched? I can do high pitched.
This is a test message.
All right. Actually, we're just gonna name this person Axo. Rename. Ozzy. Toonie Looney, thank you for gifting the sub to Bethy Lee. Thank you, thank you. Add. Whoa, wait, not turbo. Is it only turbo? Huh, okay.
This is a test message.
Then TTS manager. Oh, this is so easy. Okay, nerd. Axo. Save. Oh, that's so quick. Wait, guys, I just added a character in like less than 2 minutes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, Bethy Lee, do you want to do a test TTS voice? You do the honors. This is amazing Axolotl, by the way. So type Axo and then message. Whatever you want, whatever you want it to be. But it has to say Axo in it. Or maybe Axel? I like AXO. Keep it 3.
I'm happy to be alive.
Oh! I keep forgetting to add one very important ingredient, which is the shake to sound. Paste message? And this is still a little manual, but it doesn't take too long to fix.
I'm happy to be alive.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Axel. I love melons.
Let's go. And I also want to add a new thing for everybody. I want to add this thing, this talking indicator. The Mampoo. I'm going to add it to everybody. Actually, let's paste duplicate. I'm gonna call this rename streamer bot Mampoo. And I'm going to transform. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Copy, paste, duplicate. Well, I need to hide this because I need to pull up my folders. Properties. Cancel. Actually browse. Oh shit. Image React. Speaker bot. Okay, that's great. Rename speak. Oh shit. Rename speaker bot Mampoo. Flip horizontal. Make it a little small like this. I'm gonna play some test messages real quick.
This is a test. A test message. This is a test message. I'm TTS at the message. And this is a test message.
So I want this little talk indicator here, but I want it to be maybe a different color.
This is a test. Money is a test message.
I don't know what color it should be.
This is a test message. I'm saying.
Blue seems good.
This is a test message.
Pink for Axo. I don't know if they're going to be different for each single person. Or maybe that's a good idea.
This is a test. A test message. And this is a test message. 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 And this is a test message, yeah?
Okay, there we go. So here, copy, paste, duplicate.
This is a test message. This is a test message.
All right, there we go. All right, yeah, a different color one is possible. This is actually a good idea.
This is a test message.
Oops, this one should be yellow. Okay, now, you know what? Now you've added... Now it's going to take a little longer to add each one, but it'll be worth the detail. Purple. Nerd should be... maybe like a blue. A teal. Axel. Okay, here we go. Pink. Pink purple. All right. Pull up the chat. Let's pull up a sample axolotl message.
I'm sad to be alive.
Wait, why are you sad? Let's put it out here.
I'm sad to be alive.
Ooh, that's good.
Born to be a Japanese woman, forced to be a big muscular man.
Well, let's see if there are other TTS tests we could do. The shonen.
流れてく時の中で、でも気だるさがほらぐるぐる回って死から離れる心も。ビンビンビンビン。ビンビンビンビン。ビンビンビンビン。
All right, that's pretty cool.
Bing, 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 bing.
Hiya, chat.
Oh, there's a white outline around them, which... Do we want that? Let's try without the white outline. Stroke.
Hi, I'm Axel, and I am committing tax fraud. Ooh.
I now have colored voice indicators.
How do I look, chat? Axolotl! 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 Huh? Axolotl! 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 Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And the rats made me crazy. Sorry for my outburst. I got excited about axolotls. Maybe some slim outline? Axolotl.
Hey, Kid Collier to come pick you up.
You know, overall that worked out really well. Alright, so we got a new character. Let's add a fish. Let's add the fish. So copy this. Actually, what if I just duplicate this scene? Rename. Okay, copy, paste this. Filters. Actually, I do have a fish here. I have a fish. Stream out fish. Okay, right here. Bring it here. Alright, now I need to look for an outfit for the fish. Need to find an outfit and... Oh, I got it. I got a perfect one. I got the perfect one. Oh wait, this is not the perfect one. Where's a good fish outfit? Actually, this fish outfit's fine. Where did it go? All right, let me show you what I'm working on. I have this wizard outfit from Pazuzu. Looks like a good wizard outfit. I'm gonna make this like here we go. This looks like a good color for the Mampu. And now I need to select a wizard voice. Rename to wizard. We're doing wizard, yeah. Okay, we'll do wizard. Add. Oops, there's two wizards. Delete. Delete! Alright, let's see a Matilda. Interesting.
This is a test message. This is a test message.
Whoa.
This is a test message. 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 This is a test message.
Why does this look so off?
This is a test message. This is a test message.
Okay, there we go. Von Steam, thank you for the raid. We're just creating new TTS characters for today. Not fantastical enough, in my opinion.
This is a test message.
Why are they whispering? This person's name is Finn.
This is a test message. This is a test message.
This is a test message.
Oh, that's a nice one.
This is a test message.
That's a really cute one. I love that one. Execute code. And then we add wizard. Okay, who wants to test a wizard TTS? If someone can queue up a wizard message in the chat that I can trigger, that would help me test it. Okay, so the problem is that didn't work. Did wizard not work? Compile wizard. Maybe the chat. Oh, it's called wizard here. And it's called wizard here. Oh, I closed StreamerBot. My bad. I closed the software that needed to... I closed the software that needed to trigger the TTS. Okay. SpeakerBot. There we go.
I cast the mouse sucks.
Whoa, what the? Oh, I didn't save the voice. What did I pick again? I picked a fairy voice. Warm and energetic, no. Jessica, Jean, Havoc, Hank, Flicker.
She sells seashells on the seashore. I told you to stop licking my toads! She sells seashells on the seashore. Selfish? How much? She sells seashells on the seashore. I didn't ask how big the room was. I cast Fireball. I cast 10,000 bees in your mouth.
Cool.
Sphinx of black quartz. Judge my vow. Zawarudo, Tokyo Tamare. I hope you like bees. Joel. I cast Obliteration. I'm a blizzard, Larry. It's wizard time, Motherfisher. Fireball! I hope you like bees.
All right, so I'm gonna add more characters here. Shonen, Axo, Wizard. Okay, save. That adds to that TTS and Fear Dragon. Hello.
Gluck gluck. Bing 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 bing.
Oh, that's cute. I want to do one more character. We're actually like definitely reaching up there with all the characters we have. We're definitely reaching a limit with all the characters we have, but I think we could do one more just for fun. What's this one?
This is a test message.
Velvety Actress.
This is a test message.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a pin list. Maybe that's gonna be the next stream where it's like don't mess with the system. It's like purely the UI for you to interact with this. French.
This is a test message.
French test message. Cowboy.
This is a test message.
I really need to go through like all the peepos. Here, I wonder if I can show my... Alright, let's see. Because we have a channel in Discord that whoa. Yeah, let's do this. We have a channel in Discord that lets people submit different costumes. So here's the axolotl, here's the here's like a New Year one from Rimmerose, Santa hats from Archibald. AGM drew a lot of good ones for our witch hunt, which I haven't gotten to use, but I think these would be great ones. Cockney TTS? A good idea. You connect SpeakerBot to StreamerBot for it to work, or it can be used with other bots as well. Maybe it can work with other bots, but StreamerBot is designed for SpeakerBot integration. So I wouldn't know how to use it with other software. It's just a chill guy? A guy who's just a chill guy? Dracula fish. Ooh, you get a Dracula. Mummy. Clothing. Just like chill guys here. Einstein. Batman. Yeah, I wonder if we can do a Dracula. Let's do Diabetes Dracula. Let's see how that would work. Make Dracula French. Okay, let's see. Dracula. Vampire.
You shall behold the grand.
You may not know it, but you look sweet in your fear.
I can teach you the shape of eternity.
Ah! Behold! The wild.
You shall behold the grandeur of Grimsby Manor in all its.
I can teach you the shape of eternity, and I can show you the.
You shall behold in all its squalid majesty.
I can teach you the shape of eternity.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. He said get in the motor.
I'm East End Steve from London. Perfect for games and animation. Or
let's have a friendly conversation.
I'm East End Steve from London. Perfect.
Okay, I gotta do the Cockney accent because that's awesome.
Having a bit of banter with an AI chatbot.
Banter.
Have it.
But you're not AI. You're chat.
You shall behold the grandeur of Grimsby.
You may not know it, but you look sweet in your fear.
Oh, hold on.
May I suggest?
You shall behold the grandeur of Grim.
I can teach you the shape of eternity.
Ah! Behold! The wild kitten in her natural habitat, approaching the manager with.
Why is that one so loud? Nosferatu. Transil.
Calea spre succes e ascunsă în umbra necunoscutului.
Hey there. Here's how I sound. I hope you like it.
Can you get more Hotel Transylvania? I'm looking for it.
O viață petrecută.
Calea spre înțelepciune. E simplu.
You're right. I think we figured it out, Lawrence. You're a genius. She shouted full.
A deschis fereastra încet. Aerul.
Calea spre înțelepciune. E simplu.
Salutare, prieteni dragi, sunt Del.
Nu spune că nu poți până nu începi.
Mereu corect.
Eu sunt Liviu Mihai.
Hei, salutare!
Calea spre succes e ascuns.
Adevărata fi.
Toate visele noastre.
Viața este un joc al numerelor, iar
There's not a lot of vampire options.
You shall behold the grandeur of Grimsby Manor.
You may not.
You shall behold the grandeur of Grimsby Manor.
I can teach you the shape of eternity, and I can show.
What else should I search for, like vampires? Like Romanian accent, Transylvanian accent.
Cost you everything, but you will never.
Mad scientist.
Forgotten.
Well, hello there. Step into my lab. Look at this. Let me show you my pancake combobulator.
That's close enough. I already have villains.
Ah, welcome.
Ah! Behold!
Tutmayın beni! Yani. Evet sevgili Zaytungo.
Some of these are really loud.
Do my eyes deceive me? Oh, that's so clear. What is villainy, really? Is it villainy to take what...
Velvet words drift like fog.
There is madness in the heart.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
A resonant British voice with...
Sweetheart.
Wenn du schlau...
I love the way you look at me.
Okay, I might not do the vampire actually, because I'm really inspired to do the Cockney guy. Streamer bot char. Wait. What should his name be? I think he should just have like a normal British name. What's this guy's name gonna be? I need to copy this guy over. Paste. Alright, Grandpa. Speaker bot Mampoo here. Let me change the color while I figure this out.
This is a test message.
0.
This is a test message. Okay. This is a test message.
Color multiply, let's say... What's like a British color?
This is a test message. This is a test message. This is a test message.
Alright, that's fine. Filters. Wait, filter here. Why does he have scale to sound? Philip, Henry, Geico, William, Joe Britton, Villain. I was just thinking British. Rupert. Rupert is great. Nigel. What if the command to use him was Abosh? I think that would be pretty cool. Abosh. Abosh. What's up, Eric plays bass? Arthur, Nigel. Nigel's good. Nigel's really good. It's between Nigel and Abosh. Charles? Okay, I'm making a poll. British peepo name. Charles, Nigel, or Abosh. You got 2 minutes to vote. Oh, do not allow additional votes. Do not stack the votes. Fuck. Alright, where is... Yeah, this one. Just a chill guy. Nigel's name is someone political here who sucks. The other ones are less awkward. The governor. The governor. A Bosch guy sucks. Oh, his name might just be Charlie then. Where's my chill guy? Chill guy, right here. That's so cute! Look, he's just a chill guy. He's just a chill guy. So 500 votes, sus. I need to make a call. Charles. I'm sorry, I'm making a call, sorry. Not a democracy. I just picked Charles. I think I need to restart StreamerBot for the new voices. Rupert? Actually, Rupert's great. Rupert's great. Can you repeat votes? Say that closer to the mic. I have the FBI on the line. I like Rupert. Shoot. What was the name again? East End Steve. The name here is Steve. The voice name is Steve. but I like Rupert.
This is a test message. This is a test message.
I have a character who can be. I have a character who can serve as the governor. Okay, so Charles. So okay, all that is done. Execute code. Add in Charles. Oops. Save and compile. Right. And let me make sure this speaker bot stuff is gonna work. Okay, Steve. Or Rupert.
I am Steve.
That's not Steve.
I am
Oh, wait. Because I still named him Charles. Rupert.
I am Steve. I am Steve.
What? Rupert.
I am Steve.
Oh, I put Charles in here too, instead of Rupert.
I am Steve.
Okay, I am Steve. Copy filters. Paste filters.
Care for a lift in my lorry? I want a boa Hawaii. Hello, governor. Beans and toast. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. Care for a lift in my lorry?
I think he sounds perfect.
Nice day today, innit?
Oh, Golden! Golden Rupert! Dasabro, Happy New Year. Rupert is good to me.
It's Tuesday, innit? Bing, bing, botto, oh, water! Oh, what did you say? It'll bash your fucking head in, I swear on me. Oh, goodness. Oh, I got a Glock in my Rario.
Oh my god, Dumb Ops, thank you for the raid.
Bing, 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 bing.
I am testing a new...
Bob's your uncle.
I'm testing a new TTS system where we have different characters. Is Rupert okay? Rupert is not doing really well. We've made a lot of different TTS characters. Let me show them off for your chat. I've coded this pretty insane TTS system where everyone gets their own avatar. Or like you can select from a bunch of different avatars. So we have Grandpa. Oh, you can't see that. We got... Oh, yeah, you can. All right, we got Grandpa. We got a Shonen character. We got the Cultist. The Nerd. Axolotl. Wizard. And we just added Rupert. Someone had another good idea before Rupert. My advice is I like the Axolotl a lot. I do like the Axolotl a lot. What's up, El Kalonk? Fish Wizard is beautiful. Yeah. Wizard is so good. So we've...
Oh, you got a license for being stabbed?
Here, let me turn on the free chat for a little bit. So you guys can just like...
Do you mind awfully putting the kettle on? I'm really rather parched.
I put on the free chat so you can just use it. You can use it for free.
Seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand.
If you believe it. Oi, mate, I need that quid and 50 yen for the bottom gear budget, mate, and my ciggies.
Rupert's my new favorite.
Shops.
Wait, Rupert's my new favorite.
I stole this twat's wallet the other day. Bloke only had £20. Alright, bruv, you got a license for that. Alright, you got a Rupert licence. I told my missus I'm up the apples and pears to drop a pony at the Aces.
I love weapons.
This system is awesome.
お前は死んでいる。
Hey, that's me!
Lord Sodseed BCG will rise.
Oh, shank ya, bruv.
Who are all these people?
Himmel.
No!
Alright, now I'm gonna try to control the flow of the TTS coming through. So you can still submit them, but I'm just gonna try to control them.
Where the loo?
Perfect.
Sweet.
I don't understand what you're saying!
Fireball upon you!
Ow.
I got a Glock in Rary.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Texas and Atlanta ain't a 20 minutes walk.
Some of the volumes are not, some of the volumes don't seem to be really even. I need like a compressor to like even out the volume for all these guys.
You got a scroll for that.
I do not, I'm sorry. It's really
Back in my day, nobody was British.
Grandpa, you can't be saying that in the year 2026.
Rupert scares me.
He scares me too.
Bloop. Ayaya. I cast testicular torsion.
Ow! Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to add something that doesn't make them move out right away. Okay, move out. Okay, so let's say this is for 1200 seconds. And then delay for 301. Okay. Looks better.
Nani?
Nani?
Can you give him a knife?
No, I can't give him a knife.
Scabada-bada-bado. Belly-da-belly-da, blada-blada-blada.
Why is he getting quieter?
I'm the Scatman.
Why is he getting so quiet? Where is he go? Where's my guy going? Where is he going?
Download Call of Duty Mobile for my new collab event.
This guy a VTuber now? My guy's a VTuber now?
Oh, mate, I'm gonna go on and write you up for not having a license for VTubing.
Rupert, I love you, but I can't understand anything you say.
Rupert's gonna get you someday, Shindigs.
Why are you gold? How are you gold?
You and I shall fight together, Axo and Wizard, against the evil cult.
This is a Twitch stream.
Your wizard cast some water.
Omelette du fromage.
You're supposed to be British.
Back in my day, nobody was British.
You can't, Grandpa, you can't be saying that.
Can I get some tea, bruv?
Mankind is dead, blood is fuel, hell is full.
All right, let's see if I turn off this blocking.
Back in my day, there was only regular peepos.
Terry!
What the heck is a smart telephone?
Actually...
Am I a berry? Back in my day, there was no television.
Let's see how far this is backed up. Oh my god, there are 66 messages. Alright, I'm turning off the free talk until we get through all of them.
Can you add a character called Gullible?
Oh shit, when I turn off the free talk, it just removes all of them. My bad. Someone did warn me about that earlier. Hey, they were free. Scammed? It was free! You're scamming me! I warned you it was you? I don't remember. Free scam. That's the theme of 2026. We got a free we're handing out free scams. Free scams over here. Handing out free scams. Let me check my to-do list for today. I think we got a lot done. Oh, we haven't even streamed for 2 hours. We got a lot done. Added new characters, done. Artist list for extra usage. I don't think...
SMH, I want my money back.
Okay, you can have your money back. Artist list for...
Light fluid shin, it will brighten up your car's lights.
Okay, I think I have one more idea to do is like a special list, artist list for extra usage. I don't know how I do that because I can just enable it for everybody. Done with time to spare a cheeky point. Even when you're writing it out loud, I don't understand what you're saying. Glitch Legacy, thank you for the 100 bits. Tuning Looney, thank you for the 100 bits too. Let me pull up the chat. I can still click to activate.
You'll live in some cheeky Ronald McDonald country.
All my tax dollars went to that TTS. Back in my day, Justin.television didn't have bits. Where the hell am I? Who are you?
Can someone try... I'm gonna turn on the channel point. Can someone try using that really quick? I want to see something if I can click it.
What happened to rock and roll?
Yeah, for the channel point, you have to activate the thing. Okay. So for channel points, I want to maybe create a... I want to maybe create a way to... click them and then activate them. Let's go back here. I think I can do that, so let's go back to chat. Oops, not that one. Settings, quick actions, events. Here we go. Let's just remove all these. Let's click. Oh, okay, let's try click channel points. Carol group, no. Channel points. Oh, lightning. Channel point TTS replay. So let's see if I can replay your channel point 1. Nope, doesn't work. Huh, wait, why isn't that passing in? Why isn't that passing in the right thing? Okay, So channel points, TTS channel generalized channel points. So you take the raw input, username, message, and then pass it the way through. But for some reason, that doesn't work. This one works though.
Cool Ranch ain't too bad.
But this one doesn't work. When I click the channel point redeem, it doesn't click the event. Is it event? Integrations, events connected is connect. No, it's not an event thing. Chat click. Wait, what's criteria? Reward. Oh! So maybe if I duplicate this, and I'll rename this to event click. Okay. Settings, quick actions, message, user event, TTS generalize event click. And then if I go back to your TTS message and try to replay it. I think I have to restart StreamerBot. Let's try that. It doesn't work at 1 bit, it works at 50 bits. I think the next stream that I need to do, I'm gonna write it down here. Next time, TTS UI / menu for states and active characters. Why isn't the argument being passed through? Okay, this is probably something else for a future time, because this clicks event. Oh! Add argument. I wish I knew what arguments it was passing through. Yeah, this isn't it.
Boy, so I moved from one elementary school to another that was in a totally different town and school district, and the principal told me to write them and check in. I never did, and it sometimes haunts me to this day.
I love arson. It's my lifelong passion.
Skill.
Oh, improve are we all British now?
All right, I'm gonna be right back. When I get back, we'll wrap up today's coding session, but I'll do free talk while I'm out. Here we back. We behaving in chat. I wasn't listening to what was going on. I had to take care of something. But I did see a number of people dying. I want to play Gunshot every time someone gets banned. Oh, speaking of a gunshot when everyone gets banned, here's an idea. So tomorrow, I think tomorrow will be another stream, and I'm going to take a little break after that, like 2 or 3 days. TTS UI for states and active characters. A way to stop TTS. And yeah, a way to stop TTS and kill the avatar talking. RNG random exit animations. Basically like different gotcha animations. Way to stop TTS and kill the avatar talking. Yeah, I wonder how to do that in StreamerBot. I think there is a way to do that. So if I just make a test action, or I have a test action here that just says J. I think there's SpeakerBot. Set enable state, set pause state, stop speaking. Clear pending. Okay, let me try stop speaking. So if I activate someone here and then click stop speaking.
I am so confused by this voice.
Actually, I need a test event. I need a long one.
Does anyone have any spare organs I could...
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're approaching me instead of...
Interesting. Wait, now I want to test this really quick. I want to test this really quick. Okay, so now I found a way to stop them, but when I stop them, I want a special way for them to like explode a little bit. So what if I added a if statement? So if, honestly though, I should turn this all into code. That's probably faster, but let's just do if statement. If input we have global variable. Okay, never mind. Now that's just making my head hurt. Never mind. That makes my head hurt. Yeah, it's way easier to edit these if they're just scripts. Like this is fine, but oh wait, I can't make it a script because this speak and wait thing is important to the speak and wait thing is important for the delay. Is there a way to create a random variable every time the redeem is done and when the variable equals X explodes? Yeah, that's really easy. Getting the explode animation is the hardest part. Every TTS message you send is golden. Why is that? You're very lucky because it's less than a 5% chance of happening. You should buy a lottery ticket. This is financial advice. This is not financial advice. I think instead of someone getting shot in the middle of... that might be a little intense. Instead of getting shot in the middle of your dialogue, what could happen is you get smashed by a large hydraulic press. Or you get evaporated. I do think something a little violent would be kind of funny. Grand piano. Simple bell toll. Just the bell tolls and it's like you quickly disappear. Okay, so the next... Okay, I think tomorrow's stream will be really fun because tomorrow's stream will handle a lot of the exit animations. And honestly, I might refactor this button here, which handles actually all the TTS playing, to a C# script. And so I can make changes a lot faster. All right, man, today was really tilting for very unexpected reasons, but I'm still very happy with the progress we made with the TTS system. Typically, I mean, we do this on stream, like we code and we do fun stuff, but sometimes I want to like focus on other things, and I think we're gonna get done with a lot of we're gonna get done with a lot of the stuff we're Oh, sorry, we're gonna get done with a lot of the TTS stuff in like a few days. I'm feeling really good about the current system. Like, I think I'm ready to call this 1.0 once we get the random RNG exit animations and then a way to stop the TTS from talking. I really need a way to find like the UI. I mean, I don't think the pinned message is the right idea, but maybe it is. You C#? I'm loving C# so far. You felt productive watching me be productive? That's awesome. I love to give people a sense of productivity. Normally, I would go and play like 4 hours straight of Expedition 33, but I can't do that today. Oh, another thing we need to add to the TTS system is like mini games. So right now, I think this is true in most Twitch chats, you just kind of write the TTS to be funny. I think there should be a little bit of a competition or some stakes or a game where maybe people can +2 you. Yeah, maybe I'll add this here. +2 system for TTS. And whoever gets like the most points gets like a shout out or a highlight, or like they get free TTS for a little bit. Yeah, that might be fun. I think that's the thing where, you know, I could do a Q&A stream where you use TTS to ask me Q&A stuff, which is fine. But I think having a system where you can kind of earn points for having funny TTS show up is a good idea. Yeah, every stream has a credits roll where the most +2 is top billing. That's a really great idea. I was looking into how to set up a small database for my stream so I can record all these things. There's kind of like an easy and cheap way to do it, but yeah, there's kind of an easy and cheap way to do it, but in the long run, I want to use a database. I want to use like SQLite or something. No, not JSON. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for chilling. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to do it now. What if I made a new action? Okay. Leaderboard. Wait, TTS leaderboard test. Add C# script. I think what it needs to be, it's like a... Is it a dictionary? So var leaderboard, hold on, points list. TTS points list equals, maybe TTS points leaderboard equals new dictionary string integer. Right? That's the format, because the string is your username and the integer is your score. Oh, but then I have to look up a lot of different things to... Because I don't really know C# that well, but I know abstractly what I need to do to make the leaderboard, but I don't know it off the top of my head. So what needs to happen is... If there's not a... I'm going to write the pseudocode. For every chat message, check leaderboard if the name exists. If not, create the listing. If so, add +2. Support only +2 scores. You can only +2. You can't spam +2 somehow. Must be unique per user. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Maybe need another leaderboard. Massive +2 for SQLite. Let's go. How will your your database be GDPR compliant? I'm not sure if my mods understand what that means, but I'm going to make sure you are permanently banned forever for even bringing that up. As a joke, as a joke, as a joke, as a joke. I love regulations. I love regulations. I love EU regulations. I love data disclosure. I love introducing this regulation that like 0.000000001% of the population even cares about and even less know about or even less actually use, that causes so billions if not trillions of dollars worth of labor to be done. I love that. Can I do it off an auto-generated poll? Oh, that's not a bad idea. What code editor is this? This is built into StreamerBot, but it's basically like a fork of VS Code. I've used it so many times. It's also funny for making Americans do work. You do it to just troll people. You're not even trolling CEOs. You're just trolling like normal people. No, we care about GDPR so much. Unfollowing of uncompliant. I mean, I don't think I'm considered a mega corporation, so I don't know where the regulation finds there. I'm not a lawyer. I anal. I am kind of excited. Let me nerd out a little bit. So since this is C#, I am excited with the fact that I could hook this up to a SQLite database, and then I can make if I wanted to, I can make a simple website that like reads off the database, and you can go to a website to look at the scores instead of like have it in chat. But this might be a fun exercise for me to do offline, to be honest, like a fun +2 exercise. We might just need to have like unique mode on so you can't spam +2 per user. But yeah, there's something here. There's a really good idea here. Okay, save. Overall though, I'm really happy with the TTS situation. And ideally, it just becomes a background thing that we don't have to manage too much. I don't want to turn my stream into like an insane TTS thing all the time, but it's just for when people sub, use bits, that kind of thing. Yeah, I wonder what the raw input is actually for subs. So this is triggers, Twitch, subscriptions, gift bomb, gift subscription, pay it forward, prime upgrade, resub. This is it. Resub and subscription. So if I want to see if I can enable it for subscriptions or resubs. General variables, action name. Wow, they even have these. They even have these arguments. Content of chat message. Oh, but resubscriptions don't trigger chat messages. This is what makes it all very confusing. Okay, maybe this is a cumulative, streak shared, tier. User variables is VIP, etc. Okay. Unknown. It's a program called C++. No, C++ is a programming language. Out of curiosity, am I using C# because StreamerBot only works with C#? Yeah, that's basically it. It's not because I chose to do it, but it's kind of just scripting. I mean, you could do a pretty crazy program if you wanted to, but there are a lot of built-in C# methods that you're, you know, if you didn't want to use like proper quote unquote C#, it's like you could just use the API that they make to interface with StreamerBot. So like this is a simple script here. You always call CPH when you interface with a StreamerBot like method. And this says try get arg. That's just the fancy way of saying get the argument that's passed in from chat, and then like you just follow the syntax for that. I don't think it's like quote unquote learning C# proper in some of these things. Whereas my channel point manager, my channel point manager here, I'm using like different data structures. So like lists, I mix it up with the StreamerBot. I mix it up with the StreamerBot methods here, so I can actually run things in OBS. But as you can see in this block here, I'm using just like normal C#. Well, I had to Google a lot of this. I'm not like really good at knowing this off the cuff. Like, I know conceptually you can split a message in two depending on a delimiter, but I didn't know the syntax for that in C#. If one of your resolutions is learning to code in 2026, I would say making your own stream interactions is actually a really great way to do that, because it's a great way to write something and then see if it works live on stream or like testing in OBS. I think that's like one of the best ways that you can learn, is like try something and click and see if it works. Can I ask John Twitch List do things like use redeems like a +2/1 in response to other people's posts? I wish. I mean, I think you can maybe add a reply to channel points. To channel point inputs. That would lead to a ton of spam. Yeah, you can do a reply in a channel point input. That's interesting. That's gonna lead to a lot of fucking spam though. Playing Farmer was placed is also great for learning programming. Yeah, the most important thing is picking a project. I think that's why this TTS project is really exciting to me, because I'm actually learning a bit about C#. I'm not going to be a professional in it, but I know enough that I could probably dig into another C# program if I wanted to. What am I making? We just finished making stuff. We just finished making all these guys, the British guy, Wizard, Axolotl. Actually, we added 4. No, we added 3 new people today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 characters you can mess around with. Learn a bunch of Python making DistroBot for friends. Hell yeah. I really need to learn web stuff. I'm not really good at web things at all. Alright. Started with GDScript, a little bit of Python, now Nim. What's Nim? GDScript is awesome. Yeah, I did a little bit of Godot. I'm gonna try to learn Love 2D though with Lua, because I think an issue I'm finding with Godot is I am gonna learn Godot. I'm resolved to learn Godot, but you kind of have to learn the whole program, right? It's like you have to learn the whole thing, where you have to do a bit of scripting, and then like you move some stuff around on the screen and you do more scripting. Like you have to bounce between two things. And I kind of want to learn one version that's like purely drag and drop, purely scripting, and then like I'll learn the thing that contains both. You love 2D? Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks like you can start very simple and then like really dig into it if you want to. Am I moving away from Sammy? I'm still going to use Sammy for like more advanced overlay stuff. I'm going to use StreamerBot for things like TTS and scripts I want constantly running in the background. And Sammy for things that, for our interactive streams where I'm like switching between through a lot of scenes and audio, and switching between audio stuff. Learning more about RenPy, it's fun to make visual novels / choice games. I really like how RenPy works, actually. I have some experience in RenPy. It's really, I'm gonna say it, I think it's one of the best game engines, because it's a game engine that helps you make one very, very specific thing. And because you're approaching RenPy with like, I want to make this one type of game, it sets up all that stuff for you. Like save states, or how text renders, or like how sprites render in a very specific way that's good for visual novels. So I really recommend RenPy, and if you dig into it, you can learn how to mod it pretty heavily. I'd say the downside is you learn Python, that's for sure, but you learn it in a way that RenPy wants you to write it. Like, because RenPy has a lot of ways that it kind of abstracts its engine, so you have to write it in a way that RenPy understands. But there's a lot of documentation. The community is probably way bigger now than when I was using it. Godot's not for everyone. For some people, the node system makes sense. Others, it doesn't work with their project. I'm cool to start simple. When I used Godot for a little bit last year, it felt a lot like OBS. So I'm pretty sure I can learn this. I do not have a good relationship with Unity. I don't understand Unity at all, and it's really slow. And I don't like how you have to like switch between versions depending on the project. Unity really makes me sad on the inside. I don't like Python. Python's fine. I'm not good enough to understand if Python is too slow for me or not. Python's fine for me. Don't talk about the Unity license change incident. I mean, I was pretty down on Unity before then, not as a company, but just the workflow never vibed with me. I think I have GameMaker. I tried it for a bit. Python's what you used to write into your SQLite DB, and it's running almost 24/7. Yeah, Python has a lot of great applications. Trying to figure out Godot Rust? What? Here's a crazy thing. I would love to learn C this year as a bonus. A bonus little treat for myself. I think it's probably valuable to understand, at least at some fundamental level, how C works. Python's fine for small projects. It falls apart for bigger projects that need stability and easy debugging. I could see that. I mean, I use Python a lot for work, but it's like data manipulation because Python or Pandas is like a really great library for that. Basically, text adventure Excel. For like Python, I should try Go. I actually do want to learn Go, but that's got to be like low down on the list because Go is not immediately relevant to my life, unfortunately, at this point in time. GDText is great, I think. I actually think the scripting language in Godot is good. It's very Python based. I think GameMaker code is kind of similar. I mean, at some point, all those dynamically typed languages are kind of the same vibe. I think Lua is the cutest one. If you want to learn some language for a long time, C or C++ one day. Those two are kind of hard ones to start out with, unless you're a huge nerd. That's my opinion. You should just pick the one that you feel is the cutest. C and C++, I mean, it's possible, but the applications for those I often feel like are the nerdiest. Like, you learn C if you know, this is a very broad generalization, but like, C is most applicable for like, if you're starting out hobbyist Arduino stuff, or if you're like a hyper nerd on the computer. C++ is like Unreal Engine. I think to make easy projects to start out with, JavaScript, this is probably going to get me sent to jail immediately, but JavaScript is not a bad one to learn. JavaScript and HTML, just to like do a silly thing in a web browser, make like a funny HTML page with JavaScript and HTML. And then learn, and it's just good to know like the building blocks of the internet. You don't have to learn like an insane framework. And then I would recommend Python. I think Python's great. Lua is cute. And Lua extends, yeah, Ziggy, you're right. Lua also extends to different types of scripts. Don't let anyone tell you JavaScript is not compiled. The thing is, I don't know anything about those holy wars, like I learned JavaScript in one of those like learn to code things online. I think I learned it on Code Academy. And then I think I read somewhere, or a friend mentioned like, hey, you should check out jQuery. That lets you like manipulate parts of a web page. I'm like, okay. Then I learned like a jQuery course online, and I'm like, this is pretty sick. And then I just made like some really simple things for myself. And I'm someone who works really well if I have a project that I like am very, very motivated to do. So like I'm learning little bits of C# because I'm really motivated to finish this project. When I had to learn C# to learn Unity, I wanted to blow my brains out. CSS makes me very sad. The quicker you learn CSS frameworks are lifesavers, the better. I've been introduced to Bootstrap in college and my mind is blown. Yeah, I wish I understood that when I was learning CSS. You're also using Tailwind, which is great. I think I'm lucky where I don't have to do like hardcore programming for my job, but learning a little bit will make me better at it. And everything I do, like streaming and stuff. So I'm lucky where I can kind of still approach it as a hobbyist thing. I do remember trying to learn all the frameworks during the Angular era. It was like Angular, Ember, the era when like everyone was on Ember.js and Angular, and I just had no idea what the fuck was going on. I'll be honest, I had no idea what the fuck was happening. I'm not saying those things are bad or like frameworks are bad. They were just fucking confusing. I think I just have to accept that I learned things like a little baby amoeba. I just have to know like the base level foundational thing and like build it up from there. Like understanding jQuery and normal HTML was super, super helpful for me. If I learned JavaScript from the perspective of like Angular or Ember or any of those frameworks starting out, or React, I think I would have just bounced off immediately. I would just lost my mind. TypeScript. Angular's so dead, and yet I found someone still stuck on it 2 years ago. The frameworks are helpful, but it's hard to navigate that when you're starting out. Like, what is exactly very useful? It's way different now than when I was learning, I think. I mean, it sucks for people growing up on the internet now because you don't have Zanga, you don't have MySpace. Maybe you had Tumblr, but like customizing those things, you didn't have MySpace. Customizing those things are like truly the gateway, like truly one of the best gateways you could have learned how to like code a little bit just for yourself, because the project was relevant to you, which was like your personal, you know, blog or whatever. And so you were forced yourself to learn it. What's Zanga, whatever, however you pronounce it. I never had to pronounce it out loud. It basically was like Blogspot. It's like a blogging platform. If you are a Southern California or Northern California and Asian, you knew exactly what that was. I mean, early on, a big reason for the frameworks was core JavaScript lacked language features and good standard functions. That's not a lot missing anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to articulate this in a way to you're absolutely correct. I'm coming at it from a perspective of someone who's trying to like completely blank, trying to learn to program. You step into the community / the industry and everyone's talking about these frameworks, and you as a person, you have no perception of what a framework is, why people use frameworks, how is that different from just learning the base language. And it gets really confusing really fast, especially since JavaScript is a language, and TypeScript and all web frameworks. There's a lot of like hype around them. I don't know. There's a lot of community and there's a lot of hype around them, and they change constantly, and they talk in a lot of abstracts, but people really push them in a certain way, and they do because they're helpful, right? But like, it was hard for me to figure all that out as someone who was trying to do it all on my own. Like, there was no course I could take that I could find that was web development that outlined the entire thing for me. Like, I would have to have found like a good mentor to do that. And some people do, and some people find their communities online, but I wasn't one of those people. Yeah, when you start, you really need the frameworks, but the time has passed, you don't need it. They don't add much anymore. Yeah, very true. I agree. I think the most important part starting out is like picking one you think is the cutest, and I unironically mean that. Like, pick one that you're gonna enjoy looking at, because you're gonna be looking at it a lot. Lua is a great one because there's a lot of features about Lua that make it kind of easy, except the indexing by 1. That's fucking crazy. The fact that Lua indexes at 1 is insane and not at 0. But it's fine. You can switch off of that easily. Lua, I think, is really cute. But the most important skill, I think, to develop when you're starting out is just learning how to suffer. This is like the right-wing pivot, but like actually learning to sit in front of something and it's not working, and then like working through that pain and working through like, oh, this isn't working, I should ask someone or ask the internet. Or like some people ask, you know, chatbots or whatever. That's just the reality of shit these days. It's really good for programming, unfortunately. So working through all of that, I think, is an important skill. I think with chatbots, in some ways, it's kind of bad because you get the answer right away, and there is value in like sitting there and like kind of trying to figure that shit out. Index of 1 is a mass convention. Oh, I had no idea. Poor inequality for programmers is masochism. I do think among like the hardcore programming nerds, masochism is almost like a virtue in some way. It's like you have to sit there and endure the suffering and the pain to learn something. And I think I do agree with that, because like on a scientific level, you have to make those connections, those neurons in your brain to actually learn and retain something. Like, you have to go through the challenge to learn and retain something. But on the other hand, there is a tendency for some number of those people who engage in that type of masochism or that challenge to apply it to everything in their life. And then they become libertarian. I'm like I'm 40% joking. But I do think there's a pattern with programmers who are like, I overcame this challenge on learning this programming language or learning this thing in my life, and therefore that just snowballs into like a libertarian ideology, which I can understand. I can completely understand how that happens. It's just worth acknowledging that I think it's a pattern. That's why you get a lot of nerds who, I think, get a little weird in a good and cute and sometimes bad way. Pico 8 is cute. Pico 8 is cute. I want to check that out. Survivorship bias. Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. Taught myself how to code HTML by breaking down a website template and learning how it worked. Very fun. Yeah, breaking stuff down is really fun. I saw a video of someone like making their own HTTP server from scratch, and now that I'm in a place where I don't have to worry about actually doing that for work or income or anything, not that I have like $1 trillion, it's just like, it's not related to my work life, right? That sounds like a fun thing to learn. The internet is crazy. Like, the internet's absolutely crazy, and I feel like I need to learn a little bit more about the underlying things of how things work. Libertarian programmers were huge for a long time. I think there's less of them than there are now, which also ties with how worse the job market is. I don't know. I feel like they're coming back. I feel like they're coming back. Mikey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I was gonna send you something, Mikey, I think, over the break, but it said you were offline for a while. Did I send you the beat thing? Did I tell you I saw a beat thing? I saw a beat thing for purchase in Osaka. It was like 200 bucks. And I'm like, I would never, ever use this. But for the meme would be crazy. Do I know assembly? I don't. I'm kind of scared. But I'll say this. If I have a gummy and I'm feeling really comfortable, I'll watch an assembly video for like an hour and a half and I'll follow for like 15 to 30 minutes and then just, I'm in space. And then I'm just like listening to the guy point at random integers and stuff and variables. Beat thing's the perfect Christmas Carol instrument. That would explain why sometimes chat chokes up, because the beat thing just froze mid-production. If you want to understand the concept of assembly, Turing Complete is peak for that. I recently watched a YouTube video that talked about Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that guy wrote that all in assembly, right? That's fucking crazy. That's fucking insane. That's fucking absolutely bonkers. And that was like the 1 or 2 games he made, and then he like fucked off because like Roller Coaster Tycoon works on everything. I'm not a programmer, but I can understand why they become libertarian and sometimes socialist as well. Yeah, maybe it's I mean, I'm sure all ideologies are reflected in any career. It's just like there is a type of guy, I feel. There's just like a type of guy. I love types of guys. We've made some types of guys on stream today, you know? I'm just a types of guys admirer. Assembly is not that hard to understand because you can do very simple things. It's hard to follow because you need to keep track of a lot of things at once. Yeah, maybe assembly's for me. Because if you see how I work with OBS, it makes sense in my head, but it looks like a clusterfuck to everyone else. Right? Like everything I do on stream makes sense for me, but the moment I show it to anyone else, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Try Pearl? That's a name I've not heard in a long, long time. I'm older and I had to learn Pascal's in college, and the next semester it changed to C. Dang. I had friends in college who had to learn Fortran for engineering. They weren't computer science majors. I wasn't a computer science major either, but I knew I wanted to learn programming, so I took like the first year course and I think 1 or 2 extras. I need to look up if I actually completed my computer science minor. I think I did. I remember trying for it, but I honest to God don't remember if I completed it. I don't remember. But I did the first year courses. So I did like data structures and algorithms, which I barely remember. I need to refresh on that. But they taught us Java, and I took a databases class, which I did not remember at all. And eventually I just had to relearn all of it for work. But for my first year curriculum, we learned Java. And then I think in 2 years after that, they switched to Python. Which is why I think I'm kind of vibing with C#, because I'm like, this is Java, but like less insane. I mean, it's still Java, but it's just less insane. Less shit, yeah. It's just less. It's just, I'm not making create new TTS character constructor method inheritance or something. I don't know. Programming experience does a lot more than theoretical lectures. Yeah, that was only, and also in taking those computer science courses, I learned that like computer science actually had insane abstract theory, and it wasn't just like mashing like algorithms into a computer, which I found personally fascinating. But I was like, yeah, this is not going to be applicable to me in real life, so I'm just going to enjoy this for a little way. 5,000 different ways in Java to do dependency injection. there was an overlap between like my knowledge of decent Java. No, let me put this on the screen. There was a time in my life where I knew some Java and like Minecraft was blowing up. And I'm like, wait, I kind of understand this a little bit. And then that time passed really quickly. Java tried to sue Microsoft because C# was similar to Java. Oh, that's crazy. Scala for the functional programming features, removing all Java boilerplate. There's also Kotlin, which is closer to C#, and C# at the time was trying to add features from Java like object orientation to C. That sounds like a lot of satanic language you're speaking. I think I'm just watching a lot of T-sodding lately because his clips, I mean, he started uploading again and his clips are really funny. And so that's just like bringing me back into the interest of these types of programming exercises. I think I remember I tried to learn Android development with Java. That was hard for me. It's all about Rust, Python, and Go these days. I'm seeing a lot of Rust discourse, that's for sure. Python heavily because of AI shit. Yeah, Python's been pretty robust as a thing that is worth knowing. But it's more so, I think, the data, like all the science libraries, right? Like TensorFlow, Pandas, etc. NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow. I'm sure there's crazier libraries now. I'm not entirely sure what a Rust is, but I know people are angry about it, which means it's good? Question mark? And Go, yeah, Chandyman, who's a friend of the stream, they coded our old knife feature in Go. Swift is better than Android. Rust is the shooter. Never encountered Rust in the wild. I'm just learning it for fun. That seems to be the consensus that I'm seeing among people. The thing is, I read too much like programmer circle tweets, but I'm not that kind of person. I'm just like watching from afar. There is yeah, there is some satisfaction watching someone really good at something explain it. That's just kind of where I'm at. Rust is big in the startup scene. Wait, I'm seeing a lot of people in the startup scene talk about Rust, but I don't know if it's actually being used with Rust. You know, they're actually using Rust. Nor do I care. I guess I don't really care. I have no stake in it, but I'm just curious. Discord uses Rust heavily. Oh, okay. Rust adds type safety and memory safety to C. It keeps the speed and low-level features C, but eliminating pointer problems. Oh, interesting. Wait, how's it add type safety to C? Because like what I understand about type safety and what I understand about C, it feels like C already has that. I guess if you fuck with pointers, it kind of eliminates type safety, right? I guess you get fucked with C enough that you eliminate type safety. Rust is really good for like safety stuff, but a steeper learning curve for C. I see. Pointer is the core issue of memory safety. Yeah, but that's where it gets fun. Right? That's where it gets fun. Wait, follow me on this. Follow me on this. You might need to know two different stories. Like, you might need to know two different domains for this to make sense. But do you guys know about fast inverse square root? Like the what the fuck comment in the, I think it's like the Quake code or something. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull this up. It wasn't was it Carmack who wrote this? Yeah, I remember that's like a common misconception. There's a common misconception about this. Okay, it was not Carmack. It's credited to someone else, but I think it was like, anyway, it was like a rumor it was him for a long time. So I'm gonna give you the I don't know this stuff super deeply, but this is one of those stories that come out of a deep domain like programming that it makes it to the mainstream as like a fun equivalent to like pop science, right? Like you don't have to understand programming very deeply, but it's an interesting enough story that it kind of pulls you into that domain, and it gives you a taste of like what the funny things, like deep funny things that happen when you get really deep into the practice. So like basically fast inverse square root. I'm so scared because I feel like so many really much smarter people are watching this right now and they're judging every word I'm about to say. But fast inverse square root was a way to calculate, well, first of all, the inverse square root is like a calculation you need to make for like good looking lighting in early 3D games. So like 1 over square root of x, right? TLDR is that this was a really expensive calculation to do on older machines, to the point that it would really lag your game if you tried to do this. And there used to be, I know this, there used to be an industry of people who made chips specifically to do this calculation, but faster, right? So there's this whole industry that's like, hey, you need the best chips to do this really expensive calculation on your computer, right? To render these 3D graphics in a really nice and realistic way. Someone on the Quake 3 team, I think it's credited to this guy, Greg Walsh, though some people thought it was Carmack, found a way to do it faster by like hacking, the memory, or like the evil floating point bit hack. It's some really, really technical hack, but they basically like mathed it, or they like programmed it and mathed it hard enough that in like 2 or 3 lines of code, they did an approximation of the square root that was close enough that just made the rendering so much faster, which overnight just eliminates the entire point of these really, really expensive chips. But this story to me is very similar, and there are a lot of YouTube videos about this that are really interesting. So if you really want to get deep into it, you should read into it, because it's just one of those stories that are really fun and deep into the content. There's another story in the data world where, like, I'm sure you guys have heard this story, where Google, there are many versions of the story, but like Google would like test 1 million different variations of blue, and there's like one variation of blue that like improved click-through by like 1 jillion %. Or like Netflix would tell a story. It's like, hey, we changed the wording on this button from like sign up now, or from log in to like sign up now, and that increased like signups by like a billion points. Or like they localized the word sign up in some language, and like that their market share grew a ton in Japan because of that or something. I think Facebook has a similar story as well. But I'm trying to find a word to describe these stories that make it seem like there's a deceptive amount of optimization that you can do. You know? Like if you tell that story about changing the color of your button blue and your business is gonna like 2x or 3x overnight, it's almost pornographic. You know, it's just like with this one easy trick, your life could change forever. And I there's like a lot of collections of those stories in programming, I think, and just like tech business. I think it's an super interesting phenomenon. Also on YouTube, like I guess people who are like, oh, if you just have the red arrow in your thumbnail, or if you like just have the face the right way in your thumbnail, it could change everything. There's just like this idea, I guess, of like this one small core insight could make the number go up even faster. Anyway, I don't think this is that, but it's in the family of stories which are like that. One simple trick, engineers hate him. Splashing yellow paint on my climbables. Yellow paint is not that. No, yellow paint is not that. I actually welcome yellow paint. Mr. Cates, thank you for the prime. Thank you for 5 months. Okay, I will leave you with the fast invert square root. This was a fun yap session. Really, really fun. Spent about an hour messing around. Silly stories. And setting up our new peepos and everything. I'm gonna head out before this next ad break hits. Actually, I'm gonna snooze that. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about random stuff, programming and everything. I'm gonna go read more about Love 2D. Fun intro to my domain. My domain is just stupid TTS characters. Let's raid Nilbog. They're playing Parasite Eve. That's an amazing game. No gaming. No gaming tonight. Oops. No, that's wrong. Nilbog. Pico 8 is better. I'll try both. I mean, you could learn both in like an hour, right? All right, let's raid Nilball live. They're playing Parasite Eve. Incredible game. Happy Saturday, guys. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow to wrap up the TTS stuff. Appreciate you all. It's been really fun little TTS side quest adventure. And I am fully untilted. I started the stream tilted with all those stream deck issues, but I'm now fully untilted. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Shorter stream today. I am gonna game, but I'm just gonna grind my levels. I'm gonna grind the levels of my characters. I'm not gonna advance the story. Thank you, Bethy Lee, for Axo. Yes, I'm gonna try to get all the artist info before the next stream or during the next stream, so we can start adding them into the TTS system, so you can just use your characters as much as you want. Thank you, guys. No gaming. I'm sorry, but fun Saturday stream. Take care.